All right, welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. Today, we're taking a look at, well, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Fallen angels
Yeah.
and monsters.
Of course. Yeah.
And we'll be exploring these figures,
Yeah.
specifically in the context of Gothic literature.
Mm.
So to guide us on this deep dive, we
Okay.
have this fascinating article
Yeah.
titled Gothic Archetypes, Fallen Angels and Monsters in Literature.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
really digs deep
Yeah.
into, why these figures are so central to the genre.
I mean, you almost can't have a good Gothic story without them.
But they're kind of necessary.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just about like the spooky factor.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of that.
Right.
But these figures really represent some pretty profound ideas
Okay.
about exile, corruption,
Okay.
even the eternal struggle
Yeah.
between good and evil.
It's that constant struggle, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yes.
Like they're always
Yeah.
caught in between
Yeah.
these two forces. And you always kind of wonder,
Yeah.
which side are they really on?
That's
It's like,
exactly.
have you ever found yourself reading a book or, watching a movie
Yeah.
where you're just like, I don't know about this character.
Oh, yeah.
Like their motives are...
All the time. I think that's one of the big reasons why
Yeah.
we're drawn to these figures. They force us to confront that ambiguity.
Oh, okay, I like that.
Yeah, take, for example, Satan in Milton's Paradise Lost. I mean, he is like the
Sophia Champ, right?
ultimate fallen angel, right?
Yeah.
Cast out of heaven, consumed by this
Yeah.
thirst for revenge. But
Yeah.
at the same time, Milton also gives us these glimpses into Satan's own
Okay.
internal struggle.
Yeah.
The pain and the defiance. It's a portrayal that
Okay.
makes you question that. Like,
Yeah.
really simple dichotomy of good versus evil.
That's a really good point. There's just so much depth
Yeah.
to a character like that.
Totally.
It reminds me of another
Mm.
really famous figure, Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that our
Yeah.
source material
Yeah.
brings him up to...
She's in there.
So what makes Frankenstein's monster a compelling representation
Yeah.
of that monster
Oh,
archetype?
for one thing, Frankenstein's monster embodies so many of those anxieties that we
Sure.
have about scientific progress and, the ethics
Yes.
of creation. I mean, just think about it. Mary Shelley was writing during a time when all of these ideas were brand new
Yeah.
and just incredibly unsettling.
Yeah.
And the monster, in a way, reflects our fear of what happens when we, as humans, like kind of overstep the
A
bounds.
reflection
Right.
of our own potential for both
Yes.
creation and destruction.
Absolutely.
And like Satan,
It's
also an outcast, rejected by his creator
Yeah.
and shunned by society. I'm sensing a theme here.
definitely a theme.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
fallen angels and monsters
Yeah.
really challenge that. Establish order, whether it's the divine order of heaven or the social norms of humanity. They force us to confront these uncomfortable truths about ourselves and about society. It's like looking in a distorted mirror,
Yeah.
and what we see reflected back might not be.
It's amazing how these figures
Mhm.
can really make us think
Yeah,
about, our own capacity for both darkness and light.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
we've explored fallen angels and monsters,
Mm-hmm.
Gothic literature, and we've uncovered some pretty powerful
Learn
themes.
our anxieties, what these figures are, as
Yeah.
we've discussed. Reflections of ourselves. What does that truly say about our own nature? Do we all have
Right.
that potential for both?
Good and evil
Mm.
within us.
Now, that's a question worth thinking about.
It is.
And on that note, I encourage you all to keep exploring these fascinating archetypes. What other examples of fallen angels and monsters can you find in your favorite books and films? Happy hunting.